Welcome to the final Cryptid Concoctions of Season 1 of Miles, Menus, and Mystery. Today, we are at Monster Fest 2 at the very own Miles, Menus, and Mystery Diner photo opportunity that we had here at Monster Fest. And I regret to say we really haven't had enough time to carry the camera around, and
we've been so busy meeting everybody, and it's a good problem to have.
it is a good problem to have. We've had a blast. We've met some great people, great guests, great vendors, and
just shout out to everybody who came through. Thank you.
And we're super thankful to Seth and Small Town Monsters for putting this on. It's our first year is Miles, Menus, and Mystery, but her second year selling art, and we've had just such an incredible time both years.
Both years have been a blast.
And we hope there's more. Today, we're going to be making tartar sauce from Ashley's restaurant, Hey Cuz.
This recipe is super simple, which makes it super exciting. You're gonna have a 1/4 cup of mayo, a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, a tablespoon of your favorite Cajun seasoning or Old Bay will work as well, a tablespoon of lemon juice, and a tablespoon of dill seasoning or chopped pickles will work as well. I like a little bit of chunk in my tartar sauce, and I can never say no to pickles in my refrigerator, so I went ahead and chopped up some pickles. We're gonna go ahead and start with our mayo. Again, that's a 1/4 cup of mayo. A teaspoon of Dijon mustard. It's only a teaspoon because you don't want it to overpower the whole taste of the tartar sauce. Tablespoon of Old Bay. A tablespoon of lemon juice. And a tablespoon of chopped pickles. Once you've added all those ingredients, you can mix it together.
First off, we want to say congratulations to Heather H on winning our big giveaway that we had, and thank you to
Everyone who entered.
Everyone who entered and everyone who came by to meet our alien diner friend. He was cool.
He was cool. We got a lot of Weekend at Bernie comments, and it wasn't wrong. That was pretty spot on.
That's pretty much what it felt like, dragging him around all over Canton.
Because he was in the back seat on the way there.
Right.
And then
full aliened up. Bow tie.
And I think someone made a comment that was like, "Oh, you just put in your front seat and ride the carpool lane."
And then we had to take him up to our floor that we were at on the hotel, and we got a lot of comments taking him up,
Which I think some people swung by because they were like, what are these people doing?
What are they doing? So thank you to everyone who came by to meet the alien. Thank you to all friends that we got to see again, new friends that we got to meet, other vendors, Small Town Monsters. We had an absolute blast. And we had planned on taking a camera around, but
we just didn't have time.
We did not have
There's
the
so
time.
many of you that stopped by, which that's a good problem to have.
Yes, it is. So that being said, let's get into this week's concoction. Ashley Roberts, Hey Cuz, tartar sauce.
Yes, and we had the salmon po' boy? Mm-hmm. And then oysters, what came with the
tartar sauce?
Yeah, and it was delicious.
It was awesome. It was a great way to close out the Season 1 restaurant lineup for sure.
And it's such a simple recipe, and I think whenever I have dips at restaurants, I'm kind of intimidated because wow, I wish I could have this at home, but there's probably a lot of work that goes into it. And this is a pretty simple recipe that I think everybody, if you like tartar sauce, which I do. And like I mentioned, she said if there's any specific flavor that you want more of, to go ahead and add it in there. So I thought I had too much pickles when I chopped it up, but I could probably add more. So this will definitely be a recipe I'll be playing with.
Sweet, let's get into it. From DRIID 950, Ashley is the best. I love Hey Cuz.
Actually
Yes.
is the best, and we also love Hey Cuz.
We really like the whole just warm feeling and the welcome vibe that we got. Like stepping into Hey Cuz, from eating the food to having
It feels like you're going to your friend's house and she's cooking for you, and you know, you go to your friend's house and they're like, just sit on down, like I'll grab like.
Except the food's better than your friend's
Oh,
house.
obviously, no. I don't have any friends that can cook as well as Ashley can. But that was how.
It felt, yeah.
Yeah.
It was great.
Like you almost like you walk in and you're like, I don't want. It's so comfortable, like. You belong there, but then also you're like, am I interrupting? Like, am I in someone's home? You
Yeah.
know, you get what I mean? But it was great.
Sewing on the Bluff says, fun to see y'all here in our no stoplight town. Fun fact I'll add, Darien is the second oldest city in Georgia.
Oh,
I didn't know that until there was like quite a few things. As we're researching, we learn quite a few things, but we don't have enough time to learn everything, I think. So that's a good fact.
then I wonder do you think Savannah's the first oldest?
I don't know.
I don't think Savannah's, because I
gonna-
know Savannah and like St. Augustine rank in the oldest towns, and like at least on the East Coast, let alone the
Savannah,
country.
yep. 1733.
Let's see here. At Maggie Zargo, what time of day do sightings usually happen? It seems like for some cryptids it's at dusk or after dark, but Alti seems to be more friendly and maybe makes appearances during the day. That's a great comment that we had actually.
Yeah, we talked
We
about
didn't.
this.
I don't think it made the video, but we did talk about it. How while we were paddleboarding,
that sightings did seem to occur like not any specific time. Like there was no set like, oh, he's a night guy or he's a crack of dawn.
yeah, and so that's why I was kind of excited to paddleboard because, like you said, Alti kind of makes his own appearance wherever.
Right.
A lot of discussion when it comes to cryptids is they are an animal type creature, so they have very similar patterns. Like deer. You see a deer at the dusk and dawn.
But I think like the only main specific pattern for Alti was
He was
a
in-
lot of the sightings were like on the riverbanks.
On the river, very close to the shoreline.
Yeah.
And so that's why we were pretty confident paddleboarding, because that was going to be the area. He wasn't out where the Kraken is. So,
Right.
Yeah, very good. Good point. Second part of that question. Assuming that the statue model of Alti is based on descriptions of people's sightings, maybe the diamond shape that people are actually seeing is the tail and not the head. Wouldn't it be more likely to see the tail breaking or skimming the surface of the water than the head? We're getting technical.
That's a very good point.
That
I
is
didn't think about that either.
I didn't either.
Because that model his tail is,
It is.
very
It's almost
triangular.
spade-like.
Right.
And yeah, because the head was more on some sightings described as like alligator shaped.
Right. And at least the statue's head was pretty smooth.
Yes.
Like not triangulated.
Exactly,
per se.
but the tail absolutely was.
Right.
Now I want to go watch things like watch videos of stuff swimming, to see where the tail breaks the water. So that's a very good point.
Or we could just go back to Darien and maybe, we'll see.
Yeah, go paddleboard a little more. Exactly. No, great point. Fabulous question.
From Clutch Frog 262. Hey, this is the Sasquatch you met at Monster Fest 2. Looking forward to binge watching all your videos. It was a pleasure for my roommate and myself to meet the two of you. Clutch Frog, it was great to meet you guys as well. We had a great conversation. And
I like that he's decided to go by Sasquatch and not Skunk Ape.
oh yeah. We hope you enjoy your binge.
Yeah.
And you'll have to let us know what you think.
And if you make any concoctions, definitely let us know.
Let us know.
So, awesome.
I think that was
That conclude our roundup.
that was all the comments. So
Thank you again.
anything else you want to add on about Darien? I will say that my mom was like, I'm glad you didn't tell me that y'all were going to be on the water, in the water,
yeah.
and on the water, just because of that brackish water aspect and snakes and stuff. So I purposely, didn't tell her.
You
I
knew that
figured
she'd be concerned.
That'd be just a nice surprise.
Ta-da! Darien was such a nice little town. Like that one comment said, was it no stoplight? Which
Yeah, one stoplight. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get any weird creepy vibes. Like sometimes the lore. Like the Yazoo witch, I think she still kind of lingers in Yazoo City.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? And so there's just this feeling that, and I don't mean that in like a bad way,
Yeah,
but
there was a little bit of an odd feeling
in
the
Yazoo.
air, yeah.
But in Darien, the town embraces Alti. Alti doesn't really come across as threatening in all the reports that I've read.
It was a fun day.
It was fun. The weather wasn't awful. The weather
was perfect.
Water felt amazing.
And there's actually like a fair amount to see, like other islands with things that you can.
We could have made it. We could have probably.
Shoot, we could probably stayed 2 or 3 days in Darien just sightseeing like the fort and like that we did go to the rice plantation as well. I don't think that made the video, but there's quite a lot to see there. And
yeah, if you're in the Savannah area, I think it's like an hour from Savannah.
Yeah, it's not too far.
Yeah, we had a blast, and it was fun meeting Ashley, eating at Hey Cuz, going to the visitor center. 2 thumbs way up.
As we said, this is the season finale of Cryptid Concoctions. Darien was the season finale of the main show, Miles, Menus, and Mystery.
Season 1.
Season 1.
South Strange.
What you can expect in the off season is, I think we mentioned it earlier, but if there's like certain guests that you want to learn more about, hear a little bit more of those conversations, I'm going to be compiling those, putting them on the channel, and more than likely they're going to be tagged along with a giveaway. At least, I'd say we have a giveaway for all of the episodes because we've compiled some special things along the way, like a signed copy of Beyond Reasonable Doubt from Philip Mantle that's signed by both Philip, and a signed nameplate from Calvin Parker, which is, you can't really get that anymore, so it's special. So if you see a video pop up, give it a watch. We'll tell you how to enter that contest for those items. We have a Witch of Yazoo t-shirt, Lyle Blackburn book, just things that we've accumulated along the way.
I know, we're gonna have to look at everything because we're like, oh, that'd make a good giveaway.
We have like extra postcards. We have quite a few things that we will be giving away. So stick around for that. And I guess for now, when it comes to season 2,
Falk around and find out.
thanks guys. We'll catch you soon.